these, I always like to have a look at instructions. I'm not going to spend too much time on these. However, I always think it's well worth a look. And also, I've heard a lot of good things about these manuals. So firstly, high quality. And that's also something I noticed with the box. Real high gloss quality cardboard. So this kit, like this manufacturer, does give you an idea of you're buying a nice premium product without the premium price too. I got this for a very good price. So we have a really nice spiel of history here that goes into pretty much the development and the lineage of this vehicle. And how many steps do we have here? We have 29 steps. Very clear and concise, as you can see. What's our paints for? Our paints were for Vallejo. So that's very nice. Again, I don't mean to jump around too much, but I'm not going to go through this step by step. So this is not going to cause any issues. Here we have our individual workable plastic tracks. These should go together relatively quick actually. So don't be thrown off by these at all. These will probably go together in a couple of hours. There's a tell you how many tracks per side you need. 84 links a side, which is nice, so at least it tells you that. We also get film for the, perhaps I could show it to you. We also get film for the rear view mirrors, and we can have them in the stowed or the erected positions, which is nice. Again, it's always nice to have options. Upper detail, upper hull. Photo etch for the engine grills and air intakes, very nice. Up to the turret. A lot going on in the turret, but again, very nice. And here we have. So this is the gunfire simulator. I always thought these were smoke dischargers, but they're actually designed to, when an IR beam hits them, they start popping smoke to let the crew know they've been knocked out in the simulated battle. And as you can see, everything is very clearly laid out. I do apologise for the noise of the rain, but we are in the middle of a storm, so it might get loud, so I do apologise in advance. I can hear it getting loud now. Our marking options, again, tritonal NATO camouflage. Also, I'll draw your attention before we move on to the sprue map, so that's nice. We have a nice, well laid out sprue map, shouldn't cause you any issues. And we're given quite a few markings. We have one here for K4, which is Kosovo, if I remember correctly. All again in the tritonal camo. And then we have one which is very cool. Has the charging knight emblem, which I can't remember what heavy panzer battalion had that in World War II. But again, this has a lineage mark, if you will, which is very nice. It gives you an idea that these are in fact the next generation of German big cats. You know, maybe what the tiger should have been. Adam. Only messing. So that's the instruction manual. Nice, quick. This should not cause you any issues. Okay, so let's start looking at the sprues. I already had to film this twice because we're getting pelted by a storm. So if there's heavy raining, I do apologise, but we might get away with it now. So first thing is first, we'll have a look at the smaller sprues in the kit. So we'll have a So we're going to try. So let's have a look at the sprues of the kit and actually get down to the meat of this review. So we'll just have a quick look at the two smallest sprues that we get. So we have our clear parts for our periscopes, gun sights and what have you. Interesting thing to note with Leopard 2 A4 is unlike other MBTs of the time, the periscopes don't seem to have the reflective coating that the American and British tanks do. Looking at reference photos, it's like a black smoky colour. I think 2A6 may have replaced them to the reflective coatings for the anti-laser coats on periscopes, but just something to be aware of. We get some poly caps for the road wheels, as this kit does come with workable suspension, and then we have a large etch sheet well, not so much large with the amount of parts you get in it, but just quite a hefty piece of brass with the engine grills. And then we have a small piece of sticker material here, which is going to be the film for the rear view mirrors, rope for tow cables, and then we have some decals, which are cartographs, so very nice. But now actually let's get down and look at the parts themselves. So we'll start this tutorial, or not tutorial, God, my mind's in tutorial mode. We'll start this review with the some of the most noticeable assemblies. So we'll have a look at the turret first. So as you can see, the turret is massive. Detail is very crisp. Again, this is a 2015 moulding, so there should be no defects with this whatsoever. I'd be very surprised if there is. Yeah, 2015 Meng. Copyright here in the interface. I need a pointy stick. I will draw your attention to the moulded on anti-slip texturing, which will save you a little bit of work, which is always nice because doing anti-slip can be a nightmare. And then we have a slight amount of texturing on the hull for the turned steel or whatever type of composite armor this may be. I should know this, but I don't. So again, very nice detail as you can see, and nice. That's for the most part one piece. So we'll have a look at our upper and lower hull assemblies, and as you can see, they are massive. If I were to compare a Tiger, which will zoom out. So here is a Tiger 1. This is a Dragon 3-in-1 I did a couple of years ago. And then we put the Panther hull beside it. Panther is a beast of a vehicle, especially when you compare it to its granddad, which is really the Tiger and Panther. So you can kind of see the lineage they come from, which is nice. So we'll continue with the parts. So again, very crisp detail, which is going to be pretty much the running theme of this project, I think, or this kit, should I say. Again, very, very nice anti-skid textures. We have our engine deck here. As again, the engine deck is totally removable, so if you buy an aftermarket engine set, which I imagine there will be one available for this quite soon, you could display this under maintenance, which would be kind of cool. Again, detail on the side, very nice. No interior, no inner side detail here, but nothing really to worry about. The tub for the lower hull, again, nice detail. We have the locators for the torsion bars here, and we have a fully detailed underside as well. Very nice. So we'll have a look at Sprue B. So again, I'm not seeing any flash or anything like that, anything of the nature here. It's all very crisp. Kind of generic parts here with some of the side skirts. Again, very nice detail. Nice rivet lines and screw marks. Nice. There we have one of the engine deck pieces, and then the rear deck here. The underbelly armor. Again, very fine detail, especially here the support arms. Oh, am I in focus? I am. Okay. The support arms for the rear view mirrors are quite delicate, so some care will be needed while removing. Same with whatever this is here. Looks like some wiring of some description. That looks very delicate, so again, care must be taken while removing these parts. But there we go. So that's Sprue B. This is one of the A sprues. We get a few of these. These are the wheels, as you can clearly see. Again, nicely detailed. The camera doesn't really like picking up this dark kind of grey green colour that the kit's in, but sure, we can do our best and hope for the best. So nice. I don't believe we get any pre-cut photo etch masks here, which is a bit of a shame. At least I haven't seen them in the instructions if they are there. So we get a few of these sprues. E-sprue. This looks like something to do with the suspension. We have our MG3 machine gun here. Very nicely detailed. Again, the camera's doing a great job picking it up due to the colour of the plastic, but it's very nicely detailed. This is basically just a modern MG42. I believe it's more or less identical for the most part to the original weapon. Just a few little changes here and there, material changes for the most part. A few of the pioneer tools. We have the large saw, what have you. We have our simulated battle environment smoke launchers here, and the mounting bracket that sits over the gun. A few hatches and what have you as well. So nice detail here. Again, not seeing any flash, and there's some very delicate parts. So far, so good. So on to sprue D. Okay, first tricky part is gun assembly, 2-part barrel. This doesn't really have like the British style thermal sleeve over the gun, which is in segments. This is one piece. So I imagine you should be able to recover this if you so wish. However, there are aftermarket sets if you so need them. Again, we have some side detail here. I'm not sure what these parts are. We have the underfloor of the turret, and as you can see, even the belly of the turret is actually detailed. I've never seen that done in any other kit, so well done to MENG for including that. Here's the wiring, very delicate for the combat simulated environment systems for training. And again, in a whole other myriad of smaller parts. Okay, sprue F. So we have torsion bars. Get the focus. Focus. There we go. Torsion bars, lots of them. Engine grills, 2 of them. Torsion bars, lots of them. And then we have our idler or our dry sprocket. Again, the focus. There we go. Nice detail here, very crisp. Nice rivet detail here. So this is in all a very, very finely detailed kit. I'm not seeing any sink marks, any flash. Just a few of these punch marks that have to be cut out and cleaned, but anyone's built a Dragon kit is well used to these. Again, we have a duplicate of F sprue, same as before. Lots and lots of torsion bars, lots of swing arms, and our dry sprockets. Not going to waste time. Not going to waste time there. C sprue, we have our side fenders. Focus, you fecker. There we go. So we have our fenders. Again, lovely rivet detail, very delicate mounting brackets or mounting steps here. So again, be kind of mindful cutting them out. We have more skirts. I don't know if these go on together or are they optional, maybe for doing a different type. Again, we have our armoured side skirts. Again, I think these are composite blocks, I believe. Again, with the footsteps going up. A rather massive driver's hatch. Again, nicely detailed. Anything in the interface? No. This is a part of either the turret or the engine bay. Again, you can see the nice non-slip pattern there. Again, very nicely reproduced. These are some of the ice cleats, I believe, for the tracks, which are moulded as I'm kind of surprised. I would have liked them to be separate because we want to model this vehicle in the desert or in that really attractive winter camouflage. It'd be nice to actually have these mounted to the tracks. But again, it's not really a big complaint. So, and then the vast majority. Well, actually, before I come to that, we have another A sprue of wheels, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 sprues of tracks. So these are our workable tracks. Okay. So we have, actually I'll show it to you first. We have a jig here where we place, I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pads down, and then we can sandwich the track arms into it. So this should go together pretty quick. Either way though, it will give you fully workable tracks, which is really cool. And that really is it. So most of the sprues are made up of the actual track sprues, as there is 4 of them. However, in all, this is one hell of a kit. I've never built a MENG model, so I will be doing a follow-up report when I build this kit in the coming weeks and months, and we'll discuss how I found it. I don't think this is going to give me any trouble. I'd be very surprised if it does. One being a new kit, and then the reputation Meng has, they should build up very nicely. So this has been a pretty quick review, but again, this kit really speaks for itself. So I really hope you like this review. Would strongly recommend this kit. I know a few of the guys were looking at getting them. I really would recommend them. They look amazing, and I can't wait to build one of these up. So stay tuned for a Leopard 2A4 project sometime in the near future. I have actually a cool idea for a diorama for one of these things. So thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe as always. Happy modeling, and watch out for those buses. Bye bye.